It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates Country Financial.
Hi, I'm Mandy Yeomans.
And I'm Raymond Brown with First Southern Bank. As your locally owned community bank, we're here to help our community grow. Our customers are why we are here. You can tell we want your business.
We offer all types of deposit products, personal and business. We have fast, efficient service, and yes, we have online banking too. I'm sure we have an account to fit your needs. Stop by or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings restaurant in Jessup is now open for business, practicing social distancing, but still serving that great food that Damon's is famous for. Come inside or come through the drive-thru, but Damon's is open inside and welcomes back its customers. The menu's the same, the service is fast, and the food is fantastic, and the sauces remain the same, mild, wild, insane, or inferno. The number is the same, 588-WING, 588-9464. Damon's Restaurant on West Cherry Street in Jessup, dining room now open for business. Come on in and enjoy a great meal today.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
Most people understand the need for life insurance, but not many want to talk about why it's essential to your financial plan. It may seem intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. Don't get overwhelmed. Get started with Country Financial. Call me, Sean O'Quinn, today at 588-1051 and let me work with you to find life insurance that gives you the protection you need at a price you can afford.
Life insurance policies issued by Country Life Insurance Company and Country Investors Life Assurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
The world-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. Good morning, Bob. How you doing?
Doing good. Worried about those Bravos blowing this lead. Man,
well, you know, it's amazing. I mean, you take a look at that. We win the first two games, and we lose last night. You know, the Dodgers came back.
They had it won.
Yeah, I know they had it. They had, and you take a look at the Boston-Houston series. Houston wins the first game, then Boston comes out and blows them out the next two games. Like, oh, we're taking this thing over, and then boom, Houston comes back last night and blows them out. You can't figure it out. I guess it's according to who on the mound. I don't know.
It just seems like Atlanta fans are haunted by blowing leads.
Well, we had that against the Yankees. Remember the Yankees that time when we were up like 2 or 3 games to none?
The Super Bowl lead. Georgia's blown double-digit leads against Alabama. I mean, it's just we just can't hold on to the lead for some reason.
Well,
it's just,
we'll see. There's still more games to go. We're still up by a game.
Got my fingers crossed. Hope they don't blow this one.
All right. Me too. All right, we got special guests in the studio with us this morning. Bob, who do we have?
Got the drama department in. Drama teacher Jason Martin's got a production coming up that's going to go to region competition. So he's here with several students to tell us what's taking place, but the public can see the play on Monday and Tuesday of next week, October 25th and 26th at 7 p.m. at the K. Kegel Theater. Best $5 you can spend.
Well, we definitely think so. We hope that the community will come out and support us as always as we prepare for our region competition next week.
And what's the name of the play?
The play is called Sea Change. It's by Alan Hanel, who is a theater director and high school theater teacher himself up in Vermont, and he writes a lot of the plays that his students compete with. I've used a couple of them for my classes and also for competition before, and really like his work. So we've pulled this back in again. It's called Sea Change, and it is a little different from the plays we've done in the past, looking at to find something a little different that may impress the judges at competition. In the the fall, we do a competition-based play where we go to other schools and compete against the same schools that we play against in sports. Everybody does their own play, and it's judged based on several categories of how the characters are created and performed, and how well students do at completing everything necessary to do the play. And we're in a very competitive region. So I wanted to try to do something that's a little out of the box for us, a little different, and try to be impressive for the judges. So Sea Change allows us to do a very symbolic play, a very artistic play that deals with a young girl coming to grips with trauma in her life through her love of poetry. We do a lot of symbolic work with movement of different characters on stage, with different fabrics and other visual elements that we incorporate on stage. And it's something that I've seen play out very well in competition for other schools, and I think it may be something that may work for us come next Thursday when we go to competition in Coffee County.
So definitely not a comedy this year. It's a drama.
Not a comedy this year. I know typically that's what we do. We do enjoy doing our comedies, and I'm sure this spring I'll come back with another comedy for our spring play. But I want to do something a little serious, something that is going to make the audience think a little bit, that is going to impress the judges, since it is a competition-based play. But it's still going to be something I think the audience can come and enjoy, see something that is different, that is artistic, and is really a visual piece as well. There's elements that are almost like dance. There are elements that are very colorful, as well as some that are very symbolic. It's just a very, very different play than what we've done in recent years, but something I think that the audience will enjoy, and something that I think the judges will appreciate.
Okay, we got several of your students here with you, so we'll let you introduce them and come up here and tell us a little bit about who they play in the play.
Okay, well, this play is unique in having only two main characters. The girl who is undergoing therapy, that's Shoshana, and then the therapist, whose name is Jill, who helps her find healthy ways of connecting her love of poetry and the ocean to dealing with the trauma she's had in her life. However, all of the other characters, there's 16 other people on stage that are played by what we call the ensemble, who play a variety of characters. They'll play Shoshana's mom and dad. They'll play high school students. They'll also play symbolic things. At many points throughout the play, they're actually symbolizing the ocean itself. So the ensemble is a very versatile part of the play, and I have a couple of them with us too. But we'll start with those two main characters, particularly the girl who the play is about, named Shoshana, and she is played by Kiana Cease.
Come on up, Kiana. You can stand up.
You can stand and talk.
That's right. I got the mic up so high. What's your name again?
Kiana Cease.
Let me turn your mic off. Okay, say it again.
Kiana Cease.
And who are your parents?
Milton and Katina Cease.
And what grade are you in?
10th.
10th grade. And is this your first attempt at play, or have you been part of Jason's ensemble the last year?
Well, I auditioned for a role, but I didn't get one. I was part of the backstage crew, but this year I auditioned and I got the lead role.
Now, how did she do that? I mean, with not as much experience, she takes over the first role. This is a very important role.
It is an important role here, and she's very talented. I always tell the students, if they don't get a part, it doesn't mean they're a bad actor. It just means that the parts that were in this particular play didn't fit with their style as well as maybe somebody else.
Right.
And so last year, she definitely was on my list of consideration last year, but there are some other people who have graduated now that they kind of fit parts a little differently, and the parts we had in our comedy last year didn't really lend themselves to Kiana. I almost called her Shoshana. Kiana's natural dramatic talent. She's very good at digging into those emotions and showing those emotions facially. So the very serious role of Shoshana and the dealing with all of these difficulties in her life, it shows through in Kiana's face and her body language so well. She definitely fit this part, and it was a very easy decision to cast her in this role.
A lot of lines to remember.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this lead role and this different type of play that the drama department of Wayne County High School is doing?
Well, he says it's close we're going to get to a musical because we're all pushing for musicals, but clearly we're not going to get that. But I guess because Shoshana is like basically a part of me and I relate deeply with it, I guess I'm okay with it, I guess.
That's good that you've got the type of personality that Mr. Martin feels is good for this role. You know, some of the best top name actors still have to audition, and most of them get turned down a lot. So you just got to be the right person for the right part. And we wish you the best out there in this, and we look forward to seeing you with the interaction with Jill and the ensemble there on the stage.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, let's go ahead and bring up Jill next. This is the other main character, and Jill is a therapist who is very calm and helps Shoshana connect the struggles she's having to healthy ways of dealing with it, specifically through poetry. Shoshana is a person who writes poetry herself and tries to connect back to specifically her grandmother, who helped her come through a difficult time in her life when her parents separated. And also she is now dealing with the loss of her grandmother who died in a storm. So Jill helps her find ways to connect with that. And that very calm presence is played by Shelby Phillips. And that's kind of funny to say that. It hit my mind. Shelby is definitely a bubbly, happy, lively personality. And so this is one of those situations where somebody can really take on a persona that is different from them in real life, because I don't know that anybody would really describe Shelby as calm. But
no typecasting here.
No, not typecasting here. Shelby's a lot of fun to be around. She always livens up the place. But she does a great job when she's on stage of being that calm, assertive, helpful presence in the character of Jill. So this is Shelby Phillips.
Shelby, good morning.
Good morning.
Can you move that mic up? Just bring that thing on up. Okay. And what grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
And who are your parents?
David and Sylvia Phillips.
Have you acted in other plays for Mr. Martin in the Wayne County High School Drama Department through the last 4 years?
Yes, sir. I was a part of the spring production this past year, but I had moved in January, and I was a part of theater at my other school.
Okay. And now you're back, and you've got a role here. I guess you've got as many lines as Shoshana does, just about, huh?
Yes, sir. Just about. Almost.
Yeah. lot to remember there. So y'all play off each other very well. You're able to get into those characters very well.
Yes, sir. It's really fun. Kiana makes it really easy. She's really great, so I really like getting to be with her.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Don't think so.
All right. I didn't know if there's anything else that Jason wanted to say.
No, just glad to have Shelby with us as along with everybody else. What people often don't understand about lead roles is they're really the supports that the entire play hangs on. They do have a lot of lines to memorize, and they have to show those emotions effectively, but they're really setting everything up for what happens around them. So the people I'm about to bring up, the ensemble characters, they're working within that frame that Shoshana and Jill have set up. So it's kind of a unique thing when you have people always like to focus on the big characters, the ones that have a lot of roles, but it's the smaller parts that really bring life to a show that become very memorable. And so we've got a couple of guys that I've brought with me today who have been with me for most of at least 3 or 4 years, and they're great at creating these characters that you're going to remember, that stand out, that work within that frame of the story. So we do get a little bit of laughter in this play, as well as the seriousness that we've talked about already. But a lot of that laughter comes from a guy who's really good at making us all laugh, and that is Clark Chan, who is one of the members of our ensemble. He gets to play several different characters in this play as the ensemble goes from being the ocean to being high school students. We were kind of joking earlier that Clark, all of his characters seem to be kind of strange, but he does a great job.
Hey, you're the one that puts him in those roles.
Thank you, Mark.
This must be typecasting in this one.
No.
Oh, yeah, 100%, I swear. That's exactly like it.
What grade are you in?
I'm a senior this year.
Senior, and who are your parents?
Jennifer and Peter Chan.
Okay, sounds good. You got a jacket on. What's it for?
It's for drama.
Drama.
I know.
He's lettered in theater. He lettered last year.
Isn't that awesome?
That is awesome.
He's a little proud of it, and we're proud of him.
It's not like I wore it on purpose here or anything.
Got your name on and everything.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yeah, let me talk about this real quick. So I play various roles, and all of those various roles I would say are tight casting. I mean, I get to yell at people, I get to talk about how my pecs are ripped, I get to rap, and I get to talk about feet, which is amazing. Personally, I think it's a beautiful character to play.
And it's all in the same play?
Yes, sir.
You play different characters in the same play?
Yes, sir.
All these different ones with the different goofy personalities, offbeat personalities, funny personalities.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All of them are different.
And that's the nature of the ensemble in this play. It's not just Clark. There's 16 people that are going to go back and forth from playing several different characters throughout the entire show. I've done an ensemble play before, but it's been about 8 or 9 years since we've done it. So this was nice to be able to bring this back and really take the diversity of abilities that are in the program, where I have students who are good at playing multiple different types of characters, and give them a chance to do that within the same play. And Clark really stands out with that.
There's a lot of people in the play, and that scares me.
It scares you?
Yeah, it's too many.
You got a therapist back there, Jill. You can talk to her about it. Do you make wardrobe changes every time you change characters?
No, sir. It's just one continuous pair of clothes throughout the entire thing.
So how do we know that you're a different character?
One of them, I will be wearing sunglasses, aviator glasses, as a sergeant when I get to yell at people and be very mean. Another one, what am I wearing for Aaron?
Nothing. There's no change. The way we do the ensembles, it's just no. It's not even anything like that. Really, the sunglasses he mentioned are the only thing we add to change it. It becomes obvious through the dialogue of what the characters are becoming, and so they'll be set up by Shoshana or Jill saying what they're thinking about or what they're dealing with. If she's going to school, then we know that the ensemble are playing school students. If she talks about her mom and dad, then we know that the people who come out at that scene are her mom and dad.
Okay.
And so it becomes, and when they're at the ocean, it's very obvious. They're doing ocean sounds and movements. So we see a lot of different things that are set up by the dialogue, so we don't have to do it through costume change. So they're really just wearing, all 16 of the ensemble members are wearing the same outfit. They're wearing jeans and a blue shirt and white gloves, but it becomes clear to the audience what they are and who they are through the movement and through the dialogue.
Okay, we just got a text in. It says Wayne County loves Clark Chan.
This is the best day of my life.
Yes, you got a fan base out there.
I have fans. Hey guys, what's up?
I don't know.
Send in your text right now.
I don't know that we'll get Clark's head out the door now.
Give me my own segment.
All right, who's up next?
The last guy I brought is also one of those ensemble members. He's been with me for a while and is very good at digging deeply into a character and making it very believable, regardless of whatever character that is. And this is Cameron Reddish.
Good morning, Cameron.
Good morning.
All right, what grade are you in?
I'm a senior this year.
Senior, and your parents?
Yes, Ricky and One Ticket Reddish.
Okay, all right. So what kind of different characters do you play in this play called Sea Change?
Well, I'm part of the Wave, like everybody else. Then I'm a sergeant, and then I play a stereotypical boy that like talks about females all the time.
Nothing you normally do, right?
Occasionally.
I will say that role is not Cam. Cam is not that type of obnoxious bro dude type guy. Cam's a great guy in himself, so it's definitely not typecasting with that.
Okay, how many have you played in several plays for?
No, sir, just last year.
Just last year.
I got a lead role in 10 Little Indians, if you saw that last year.
Okay. And what made you decide to go out for the drama department?
I thought it would be fun. It's just something that I feel like everybody should experience at least one time.
Okay. You're glad you did it then, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I was glad I was finally able to get him into the after-school program. He'd been in my classes for a while and done great in my classes, but he wasn't able to work out the rehearsal schedule in the afternoons until last year. And so I was very glad when he was able to for 10 Little Indians and now again for Sea Change. And just glad to have Cameron be a part.
All right. Good luck with it.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right.
So we certainly hope that the community will come out and see Sea Change. It's something very different than what we've seen in Wayne County in recent years. Very artistic, very symbolic. It's not a very long play. Remember, with competition, we only have a total of 55 minutes to start with the bare stage, move everything on, do our play, get everything off. So it is timed, and so in previous years we've really had some work to get under that 55-minute limit. We've run at 54:30, and it's a little scary. So this play is a little shorter, so we don't have to worry about that time limit, but it allows us to really focus on those symbolic elements and on the visual things that the judges hopefully will recognize and enjoy. So we'll see how that competition goes on Thursday of next week. We'll be going to Coffee County and competing there. But then the public, of course, are invited out Monday and Tuesday night at 7 o'clock at the K. Cagle Theater. Tickets are $5 available at the door, and we'd love to have their support for Sea Change.
Okay, that's for next week, next Monday and Tuesday, 7 o'clock at the auditorium there at K. Cagle Theater. And what tell us about, you just got the stage hands there to get all that stuff on and off real quickly for the props?
Yeah, as always, we have our backstage crew. Many of those folks, they like to be a part of theater, but they don't really want to be out on the stage in front of the audience, and so they're able to be a part of the program through their work backstage. So we have I have a stage manager who is excellent at keeping everything organized backstage. That's Teresa Linderman. She does a fantastic job of making sure all the students are where they need to be at the right time while I'm up in the light booth running lights and sound. She's down there in charge and running the show. We've got 3 or 4 other people who help her out with making sure all the props that we use are in the right place. I've got 3 or 4 girls who do the makeup beforehand to make sure everybody is set for being under those lights and looking like they need to look. We'll have some people out there selling tickets. We've got plenty of opportunity for people who don't want to be out on stage to be involved, and I'm very glad that we have those students who really get into those roles. And some of them, like I said, that's what they love, that's what they want to do. And then we have others who they try out for an onstage role and they don't get a part on stage, but they still want to be a part, and they take a backstage position and fulfill it very well. So total, we've got about 35 people involved in the play. There are 18 on stage. But we have almost just as many backstage that are helping out in unseen roles. And they really are the unsung heroes that people don't often think about, because we really couldn't do what we do on stage without those people who help out behind the curtains.
And then you got your sound and light.
Well, normally I put sound and light in, but this time we have a lot of light changes, and we're going to an unfamiliar theater, so I'm running it all myself this time.
Oh, you are?
Because it is, we have a lot of spot work and up and down real quick, and with us going to Coffee County, we don't know what their light board setup is going to be like until we get there. We only have 15 minutes to look at it before we start our show.
Oh, wow.
So I decided I'd take charge of that myself this time around. But normally I do put a couple of students in the light booth, and I will this spring with whatever we end up doing for the spring show, and give some kids an opportunity to get up there and see how the technical side of it works.
Okay. Well, we wish you all the best.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
And good luck in competition, and public out there can see them perform this coming Monday and Tuesday, October 25th and 26th at 7 p.m. at the K. Cagle Theater at Wayne County High School. Doors open up at 6:30. Curtain rises at 7.
That's right.
All right. Bob, anything else for them?
See you Monday.
See you Monday.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Anything else in your mind this morning, Bob?
No, that's it.
That's it? We can wrap it up if you want to.
Okay.
All right. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you.
All right. The world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by First Southern Bank. Also brought to you by Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, Murphy Builder Supply, and also brought to you by Country Financial, Sean O'Quinn and Associates.